And you can see Governor Brown and California's First Lady Ann Gus Brown now walking down the steps of the old historic governor's mansion, and the governor taking the podium.
Well, thanks for waiting, and I just have to say I'm very grateful to the people of California for giving me their confidence this fourth time. We've taken on some tough challenges with the legislature and with the support of people. We've closed a huge financial deficit in Sacramento. We've begun building on a foundation, and that gives me a great deal of optimism for the next 4 years. The world looks pretty troubled out there. The country is facing a lot of uncertainty, but here in California, where once they called us a failed state, we're now showing the way. We're showing the way in our commitment to building an adequate water supply, building a rainy day fund, living within our means, and doing the kind of things that a great state should do and certainly can do. So I don't have any illusions about how easy it'll be. It's going to be quite challenging because no matter how excited you get, there's only so much money. There's lots of differences in points of view. We see that across the country. But California, in so many ways, is pioneering. And this last week, I was in the hometown of my ancestors. My grandmother was born and buried. And I just feel that pioneering spirit that now in the modern era translates into innovation, into perseverance, into a level of imagination and discipline that can overcome enormous obstacles and really lead to greatness. That's how I see California, and this particular gift of another 4 years, I'm going to do my very best, and I call on all the Californians who voted for me, those who didn't vote for me. I'm going to work with everyone I can and will make themselves available to do what's right for California. So if you have any questions.
Governor, what will be your top priorities in the next 4 years?
Well, you know, I just spent the last several months saying save water, save money. And those two are pillars because water is life. It's the basis of our well-being and of also our economy. And so Proposition 1 is going to help us make some key investments to strengthen our water reliability and make sure that those people in the Central Valley who have to use buckets to take a shower can get water out of their tap. Secondly, Proposition 2, which I believe will be passing handily, tells us save money. Create a reserve. Don't spend it all now. And that living within our means while at the same time investing. And we'll invest continuously in our schools, in a better criminal justice system, and certainly in our infrastructure. So I think the key for the next 4 years is to make the government do what it's supposed to. This is not about any kind of high-flowing ideas. It's about making work what we've already set out. And we got some big, bold challenges, and I think whether it's water, whether it's the budget, which we're going to have to strive mightily to live within our means, given all the money we've already spent, and then the criminal justice system, the high-speed rail, making our water reliability, making sure schools really work. California is a pioneer in all those topics, and over the next several months we can talk in greater detail, but over the next 4 years, to the extent that I have the ability, the physical and the intellectual stamina and capacity, I'm going to do my utmost to live up to the promise of California that brought my great-grandfather August Schuckman here to Sacramento in 1852, and without any help from government, he built a future and was able to have not one governor but 2 governors follow right after him. So I got some powerful forebears, and their pioneering spirit gives me the confidence and the courage and the enthusiasm to take on whatever needs to be taken on over the next 4 years. And I know it's a big responsibility because in the rest of the country they're going in a slightly different direction. In California, we are going to go in, I think, a very progressive but fiscally responsible direction.
Governor, can you be the first person to ever serve the 4th term in office here in California? What do you think about it?
Well, I think it's pretty neat, actually. well, since I've done it 3 times, I'm not under any illusions that this is some kind of picnic. It's difficult because California is divided. MoDOC doesn't see the world like Berkeley, and Berkeley doesn't see the world like Orange County. So bringing people together, and maybe the most heartening thing I would have to say in this election, besides being here with my wife in her new red dress that she just got for this event, is the fact that 1 and 2 did pass. And 1 and 2 passed with Republicans and Democrats. And even though I think we're going to have a good solid majority in my party, I'm going to reach across the aisle, because to build for the long term, you have to include more than just the people who make you comfortable.
Governor, your opponent tonight challenged you to be bold in his concession speech. Will you be bold? Will you take him up on his challenge?
Look, being where I am tonight is extremely bold, and I didn't get here by being pusillanimous. I had to throw one of those words out. But in any event, California is a bold place. You know, since the gold rush, people have come out here from all over the world, and they've just taken it out of the ground, out of their imagination, out of their ability to join with others to create new things. Agriculture, high-tech, biotech, the movie industry. It's an amazing place. So that's the spirit and the measure of how I will look to orient my next 4 years. Well, I've already reviewed some of the more significant events of my second term, and I am committed to avoiding all those mistakes.
Which ones are those?
I'm not going to reveal them tonight.